this started. So, to start off with, and mostly for the VOD for YouTube when I do upload it, for the whole, just about no one who's watching this other than friends and family that I asked very nicely to. So, my name is Josh. This down here is Dog Finn. I like playing video games, and my wife suggested playing Dragon Age Veilguard. I didn't see a reason why not, and effectively to start this, it's a like semi-blind playthrough. For one, I played the original Dragon Age Origins a little bit, not very far. Haven't played anything except maybe the introduction section of Inquisition. My wife has played all of them, so much so that I actually know the part of the story of Inquisition by osmosis, basically. But the basic thing for this playthrough and stream in general is I like playing video games. Streaming seems like a cool idea, and I kind of finally have the setup and time to actually be able to do this. I mean, it's an absolute nightmare of wires and cords, everything set up over here, but because I'm all going to try, we're going to do it. I'm going to play Dragon Age Veilguard in this first game. It's a semi-playing playthrough. Let's see the game. I'm going to try not to talk
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him, and that's where you come in.
I'm still kind of tinkering with the settings on everything, so maybe messing with the audio here and there. But yeah, so I'm going to play Dragon Age, and I'm going to... I like playing games, and I've tried to make a couple here and there. Nothing ever got any further than just being real complicated messes, but I like the idea of trying to critique things, so I'm going to try and point out things that, I mean, just in general that I like, and things that I may not like or particularly care for, but understand why it's the way it is. I'm going to try and maybe explain some of that if it comes up. I thought the Canary were cool. And the only thing that I did before the actual stream started was just get through the like accessibility settings for the the game, like the subtitles and stuff like that. There's the Canary. Some pretty cool tattoos. Oh yeah. I want to make the character like older. Something like that shouldn't be in complexion. This is more like markings. So I see a little bit of the character creator. That seems kind of what I was trying to go for. I'm not going to be messing with all of that. Yeah, she's fine. Check out the hair. Looks like yeah, that's pretty much just a mullet. Oh no, that's the. Oh my god, that's a Jedi hairstyle. That's Anakin. Or is it Luke? It's one of the Jedi because they had the one braid. Wow, I didn't realize that. That's hilarious. I mean, it did still look like a mullet though. I don't know, it's kind of feeling this. Yeah, just kind of. Yeah, it just seems kind of like what I've always envisioned the Canary kind of having. It just stood out to me. I like it. Doesn't have any kind of facial hair. There we go, orange style. All the broken horn styles just remind me of Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, that's just a goat. brass bronze look to it. Same with onyx would be appreciated. The face and body tattoo sections. I'm not a fan of the kind of blocky, almost, I couldn't really call it geometric, but like patterns like that. But this one kind of works. Looks really cool. Alright, I think we're good enough. Warning, command the flow of battlefield, light race sword shield, what lowers these two-handed weapons and enemies flying, so that's fun. Mage, magic, rogue, swords. Let's just try warriors to be basic for it a bit. Check out the other outfits. Let's explore, dude. Oh, it actually shows off the different stuff you can do for specializations. Okay, cool. So you can get lifesteal. Suppressing weapons while rushing enemies. Champion, be the shield for team. Okay, so you get lifesteal and then like a huge AoE, and then this one looks like kind of a tank thing. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Background, faction, Grey Wardens. I remember from the original Origins, like that was the whole story was the Grey Wardens, so base defense and health are slightly increased. Veil jumpers, plus a veil. Whatever fade touch are. Deal slightly increased critical and weak point damage. That seems nice. What do we got here? Shadow dragons. You're gonna gain reputation with whatever group you are part of more quickly. That just makes sense. You get more damage versus Venatori, which I'm assuming I've heard of it, but I'm assuming it's like a rival faction kind of thing. Your class-specific resource regenerates slightly faster. I don't know what that specifically means. I mean, I'm assuming that's kind of like a health, stamina, mana thing, which I would assume being the warrior class would be either health or stamina, but I don't know. Oh, I didn't even notice. I was so busy reading the actual text, I didn't notice that the armors there are different. That's kind of neat. Okay, Lords of Fortune. Extra damage versus mercenaries. Perform takedowns on enemies with slightly less effort. Warwatch. Better damage versus undead and demons. That seems like a pretty strong way to start from just the small amount that you know of the game. Two afflictions, you get additional affliction stacks on targets. Crows, deal damage versus Anton, and get an extra potion. Like, the Warwatch seems like a decent idea. I just don't know, just because of the undead demons, that I know from watching my wife play that, like, that's gonna be a very common enemy type. But I don't know how effective affliction stacks will be, considering I'm playing as the warrior, kind of just beat 'em up style. Base defense and health being slightly increased is nice. I feel like the Dark Spawn kind of goes with the Warwatch guys, where you're just going to be fighting a lot of them. And the headphone is a monitor, so you can actually keep a tab on the audio. To know when I need to talk louder, because I don't talk very loud, as I'm sure has been apparent. I think I'm going to go with Lords of Fortune, just because Mercenary seems like an also very kind of plentiful group. The takedowns seem like they'd be nice, plus the armor just looks neat. Like, it looks dope. For a second. Alright. That bottle just sounds weird, and there's no way to drink it without making an almost gurgling sound. Oh, okay, so these are like different presets of, like, yeah, kind of, okay, so this is kind of the basic normal mode, then you have kind of variant easy modes, and that's. Oh, that's cool, they have like a customized one. Nightmare is just, yeah, I mean, Nightmare, and it's pretty much just super hard mode. We'll try Adventure. Oh, I'm just randomizing something decent. Parry. Yeah, sounds cool.
Time to get to work.
What's he been saying now?
Well, we're not in trouble.
Well, let's move.
Well, we made it. Well,
Well, I'm happy we're here. All of us.
Okay.
I am happy we're here. All of us.
I'm happy we're here. All of us.
I'm happy we're here. All of us.
I am happy we're here. All of us.
I'm happy we're here. All of us.
Yeah, that one seems more kind of fitting. Alright. Let's see how this plays then. I wasn't a huge fan of the combat in Inquisition. That's part of why I didn't get very far in it.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Veilguard?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Veilguard is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Tarek, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Veilguard.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Veilguard is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Yeah, but not nearly as fun.
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the Veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the Veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the Veil comes down completely?
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
So hopefully there's some difference in the actual audio being played and projected compared to what I'm actually getting in my headset, because it's kind of choppy, and if that was actually like being played, I do apologize for that, but I don't really know what. I mean, other than just getting better
You're safe now.
or to get it without
Get inside
getting a
and bar the
reverb,
door
I
as
have to
quick as you
have the
can,
TV
okay?
muted.
Thank
I'm
you,
only
miss.
hearing it for this anyway.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. We grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons. Here they come. I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Pat yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
And with that, no consequences.
Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way. More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Back when the Lord supports you, we refuse to take jobs from them. We'll take jobs from almost anybody.
Let me know when you have standing. Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Ned Gallus!
The fact that
Kill
there's no
them all!
button to just hit to just make a weed noise like that is just disappointing. Okay, so Rage is the warrior. Yeah, okay.
Baricentros!
Eight.
The Venatori own these streets! Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Judge.
Cleric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Sorry, I broke your
Nev,
bubble.
it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be muted now when I take a drink. Oh, well.
So if we do catch Solus, or the...
Let me see if I can change some of the audio. Like for some reason the speech keeps getting like cut out.
Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself. What's the plan?
He wants to bring down the Veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
We can slide down.
I'm getting too old for this.
It's basically a pull-up. Like, you just gotta hold on.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Almost like Wile E. Coyote kind of style. What? Oh, you tell me I can Captain America this. I actually can. Alright. That was fair, even if you were right.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
I mean, I wonder what the size comparison to that is, because, like, that would be pretty weird to just show up one day and, like, you have a miniature city in your garage.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ooh, fake loading screens.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
I mean, it's very clearly being captured. There's chains all over it.
More demons.
Bad at paying attention to my health in this. I mean, I'm not dead yet, so it's something. So far, I'm liking the intro. The thing seems decently paced, relatively anyway.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Then let's have a look.
Same as I got the doorway just unlocked.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an
problem.
alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
I'm talking through the floors. Touch. Although and solution to many problems. Touch.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these
I'm
trees.
down northy.
This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
You're definitely right about the tremors, though. I kind of gonna stop caring after a second. Bye.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Keep up.
I feel like those tremors are getting worse.
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Oh, that's neat. There's a magnetic one for you. That's pretty cool. I like that.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
I like a little stuff out on that, just currency. It's best to full tabs.
Almost there.
just a relay issue. If it's not, I'm definitely gonna have to screen for better capture cards. Quite
a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
We have to stop this demon quickly. Get through the veil.
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sets Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Savvy.
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Busy adjusting audio.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
You better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
Something that wasn't in a cutscene of me dying.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Harding.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
She's a mage. You guys seem like have crowd control kind of options. Like, Harding's awesome, but she's a rogue and pretty much just has the bow and arrow. Which, well, impressively, still only does like one kind of person. We're not getting health potions around here. Like one or four.
This is it!
Bring down that scaffolding!
Why? Why tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push! Varric! Oh, no, no, no! Harding!
Let's go! This way! This way!
So, I mean, first off, Barry went down like a sack of rocks, so he's not going to be okay even if he is okay. Those do look cool. And I want to say the statues were just basically copies of Solus. And the funny part about it, like, they weren't even very structural. Like, clearly it wasn't integral to the spell itself.
You have no idea what you have done.
Hey, touch.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world.
Debatable.
When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Seems like a fair argument.
So all I had to do to get away from you was wake up?
And how much experience do you have willing yourself from sleep to wakefulness?
Can't be that hard.
While you practice, perhaps you would like to hear about the consequences of your actions.
Meaning?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
I mean, that does sound awful convenient.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
We stopped you. We'll stop them.
I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over a statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Maybe you guys talk to him as well.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out, by the skin of her teeth mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
See, I'm gonna pause for a second and say, like, there's... Okay, so, like, the reason I'm pausing is because I noticed the little text in the top left of the screen saying, like, oh, he felt this way or whatever, which is, like, I'm kind of split on my own opinions on that, because on one end, yeah, it's nice to know, like, exactly what they're saying and meaning, but at the other flip side of that is, like, it kind of detracts from having to figure that out yourself and be more involved in the story. So, I mean, it just kind of win some, lose some, really. I mean, I don't really have any strong feelings on one way or the other. It's just, it's a thing. I mean, it's a thing you can use as a tool to kind of help you guide what you're doing. Just like, you know, this thing showing the little guy with the arms crossed being like the tough one, and, you know, it's going to yell at you, or you're yelling at him, and then this is a sad option. Like, it's nice to know at least the emphasis and it's nice to know the emphasis and the, like, feeling and kind of method that you're going to be delivering these kind of lines and things, because, you know, the whole "it's worse than you think" could very much be a sad option, but, you know, it's supposed to be the strong kind of option, so we're going to do that one. But also, I do keep getting up and moving a little bit because I have a little pillow for my back here, and it just helps to kind of readjust every so often. So,
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the unfortunate business involving a corrupt noble and that ancient evil. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
yeah, technically the plan did work. Alright, what do we got for the journal? Quest. Alright, let's make story quests. Okay, yeah. Okay, then we have map. And library is codex. Dragon Age is they're very extensive with their codexes and side stories and things like that. Okay. My wife was saying she really appreciated the glossary, which I do think is neat. I mean, again, it's... Dog farted. Anyway. It is one of those things that, like, is nice to have as a reference, but it does, like, kind of detract a little bit, because, like, the thing of the archdemon being the giant blighted dragon, it's like, that's cool, but you had, you know, when you played Origins, like, you had to get up to the giant blighted dragon to find out that's what the archdemon was. So, again, it's kind of a split. But, I mean, that's also the argument of you know, this is game number 4 in the series, so while it's not the best of starting places, it also kind of is because it has all the better like quality of life things, and we're good. Yeah, you can just have rail stuff. Cool. Yeah, it has better like quality of life stuff and just kind of the experience of everything else that, you know, all the lessons that were learned from the other games, but at the same time you now have I've never been a huge fan of the like achievements for doing just generic stuff that we're probably going to do anyway. Like, I've never been a huge fan of those. Like, I get it, but it just seems a little meh. Yeah, so, and I mean, like, that's what I'm saying earlier from how, like, little tooltips that pop up, like, you know, Harding got hurt because we brought her with. Like, that's cool to know as, like, a story thing, and that you know that kind of offhand, but I mean, at the same time, you can kind of look at her and see, like, yeah, she got messed up, and she was with us. Like, you kind of infer that. It kind of gives it honestly kind of gives, like, the Netflix thing of how they have, like, the little, like, pseudo genres of TV shows and movies that you can kind of watch without actually watching. Like, it's just kind of background noise. Like, you just kind of mindlessly play around or whatever, and, like, you pay attention to things that pop up, like, oh, that's what's happening, and I don't know, it's nothing that, like, any one person or any one company is doing, but it just kind of feels like detracting from the actual role-playing and story of games. Like, it just feels like we're kind of walking back on a lot of stuff, and maybe that's just me from watching other people playing games. I've been watching another streamer, Josh Strife Hayes, playing Daggerfall, and seeing the amount of story and how much, like, you have to follow along. Like, they don't have specific, well, okay, they have some quest lines, but, like, you have to read where to go, you have to figure out what's going on, like, you have to do the work to play the game. And, you know, games don't need to be work, but for certain story games, it makes sense for them to be. You have to put a little bit of effort into it. Like, it seems like a lot of things are kind of devolving into, like, the AFK and, like, auto-clicker kind of games where it's just like you hit a button and the thing happens, but at that point, like, you're watching a movie. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it just seems almost like a waste to kind of split the medium like that. Alright, what do we got around here? Enough of that rant. Bunch of meetings face to face under the sky. Is that, like, is there a button or something I have to hit? There's not another one over here, so this does link up. Headphone makes my ear itchy. Okay. Enter a new area. What do we got here? Touch. I will say I do enjoy this kind of like modern gaming thing of like doors automatically opening, and I know from like trying to make games and whatnot, the doors are like weirdly hard to actually get right. Like that's definitely why a lot of the newer games have the doors just kind of open on their own, because it's just really weird to make doors work properly in games, so it just kind of takes that element out of it. Because you have to worry about like the hitboxes, the collision, the physics of it. Like, if you're physically opening the door, like, where does the physics stop? Like, do they keep the physics? Like, it's an interesting problem to look into, if anyone actually has interest in that.
Whoa.
Another weird one is ladders.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
I wonder why the audio is skipping like that. That'd be pretty cool. Gain provision. I mean, it really kind of goes down more into like whether I want to go full on assault or go sword and shield. Combat roll seems like a decent idea. What's this? Ooh, that's nice. What's this one? So I think we may go into weapons with that. Probably go more into champion or slayer. I'll probably go into slayer, honestly, because I do like running kind of head first into stuff. What are these options? Well, you know, we'll just do it. Oh, nice. Okay. What do we have in the library? A bunch of codexes. See, the mark all is red button is... I've played a couple of games that really need that button, like ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. Whenever you unlock a bunch of stuff, you have to go and look at every single individual thing. And I know it's mostly a me thing, or like people who think like me with it, but like seeing the little notification of like, hey, you have something going on here, like just bugs the crap out of me. So I'm very much one of those people who like will completely stop the game and just like look through stuff for like 5-10 minutes if I need to, just to get rid of that notification. Alright, where are we going? Content marked with a talking clock. But, okay, so then what kind of content is that? Oh, so talking to Harding, and I assume, okay, yeah. Makes sense. So we'll go talk to, was it this way? Yeah, okay. That's before we get in there. Oh. I didn't even realize that was a bridge. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I don't even know why I'm so tired. It's only 8.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding,
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
It's really fair.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
You sound just like Varric. And I always said, well, someone's got to keep you on your toes, old man. So, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I have to do. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
Whew. Man, I'm just yawning. I don't know why. Alright. Another thing that I thought was not necessarily weird, but just interesting is like, I noticed like during the whole Fade scene with Solus, he's basically barefoot. And that is probably just me being weird about this whole thing. But, like, it makes sense because he's like an elf and all that. But I never understood, like, why is Harding wearing wooden clogs? Like, I've never known that to be like a dwarf thing. It's just wooden clogs. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure my character is wearing sandals, which, I mean, you can argue from like a desert area from what I remember, which, like, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, I've never known dwarves to wear clogs. That just seems weird to me. I mean, it could just be a personal choice, so whatever, but... Is there not over here? Or do I need to go around? It seemed like a weirdly long time to go from, like, map to menu or map to gameplay. I don't know why, it just doesn't seem, like, very snappy. I mean, so far I'm enjoying the game. I'm kind of trying to reserve judgment on a lot of it, especially since I do know some of the story stuff because of watching my wife play. I think she did like 3 playthroughs of it, but... Ooh, chest. But I mean, I was just kind of the same as from when Inquisition was being played. Like, she played it, I was just in the room. Like, wasn't really paying too much attention to it. Currency. But... I mean, I'm enjoying everything. Seems interesting. I'm curious on whether the audio, like skipping some of the parts of the dialogue, is the game or like my capture card. Like I said, I'm listening through it through the capture card. Like I'm listening through it on my headphone, but it seems weird because like it looks like some of the, like physically looks like some of the subtitles just get completely skipped over. But I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, the story seems interesting so far, and the characters seem neat. It kind of has the Skyrim thing, where, like, you're introduced to a bunch of characters you're kind of supposed to know already, but, like, that's one of those things of, like, these characters are important, and you'll learn why they're important later, or you know why they're important already. Like, I get it. The combat is... To me, it feels kind of like... If I had to define it, I would say it's kind of chunky. Like, it's not clunky. Like, it works fine. It's just one of those things, like, the swings have weight to them, and everything kind of has the weight that it feels like it needs, but it just doesn't seem like I'm doing nearly enough damage. So it seems like I just need to improve my stuff and get better weapons, but... Like, everything feels weighted and heavy, and, like, you know, your hits have impact and meaning, but, like, you can also move really quickly and kind of light-footed, so it kind of goes back and forth with how it really wants the combat to be.
Wisps. Figures they're in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me. It's a start.
Yeah, that is definitely a start. That's okay. I mean, I typically don't go for like a lot of the romance options in pretty much any game. I don't know. It's just a weird thing for me. Like, I just don't, in general, care for a lot of it. So we'll leave that alone for right now. I mean, that was definitely interesting, but we'll start with that.
A bad start. Unless you always meet people when something's on fire.
Most of the time. It comes with the line of work.
Right. You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Yeah, I didn't notice she had a prosthetic leg. That's pretty cool, actually.
Okay, so step one is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers...
That's step two?
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely do that kind of personally when everything gets to be a bit much. Like, the first step is make a plan. You know, if everything's falling apart, you kind of have to figure out what needs to be caught first. So, I mean, step one is make a plan. Step two is execute step one, really.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey. Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
I like the funnier, sarcastic answers, but I mean, like, I would definitely go more with the he was in my head thing.
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it.
Well, yeah, he made it.
When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Yeah, I mean, like, what he's
I
specifically
don't
referring to
care
doesn't really
about the
matter.
philosophy. In terms of his power against ours, he's a god.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. Two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
No, I mean, I might change my mind, because, like, Neva's right on that. Like, helping only goes so far if you don't know what you're doing.
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
And let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Yeah, I agree with the, like, not stopping because you have a headache, but, like, you have, like, you're very visibly, like, beaten up, like, could possibly have, like, a concussion and very likely, like, broken ribs. It's like, you're allowed to take a break. Alright, it's down this way. It's a very silly run. Touch. I mean, like I said, it is the cause and solution of most problems. Just touch.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade, and some things got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods. Elganon and Gillenane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Veilguard.
If they truly have returned,
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
So Elganon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
there's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Veilguard, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of Veil Jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Irilyn, all right?
What? No, I'm coming with you.
You're a great shot, Harding. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. They need you.
Fine. Since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
She seems nice.
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right.
Okay. So, story so far. When the team acts to stop the Dreadwolf, ancient evils are unleashed upon the world. For months, Ferris had search results. Okay, I'm not going to be reading all that out loud then. Okay. Quest. Search the area. Okay. Oh, okay, you can only check out your equipment when you're... Okay, I get it.
So that suit of armor is moving. We've got company.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Belara? Belara Luther. Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait! I know that name, but protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
And that would be the hope. Cool.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons.
I assume that
They're
was supposed to be
animating
like
those
burrowing
suits of
instead
armor.
of just phasing
The
out.
armor's
Well, I
attuned
mean,
to
we
the
are supposed to be
artifact
in
to protect it from threats.
Veil, I guess.
Ah, and I'm
Fade,
guessing it
whichever
sees
one it
us
is.
as threats.
Materials. What kind of crafting is in this game? Interesting.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Let's deal with them.
This is pretty cool.
Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Alright, I'm gonna stop right here for a second and take a little bit of a break. So, probably be like about 5-10 minutes. Alright. Let me adjust this thing or two on this. Okay. So, back. Everything's taken care of. Alright, go to the temple. That way, alright. Some green sparklies.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait.
Hey?
Is this? No! It can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Do you know what this place was?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
You good, buddy? Alright. Just making sure.
No way across. Think we could make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Touch.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in.
Touch.
And there we go. Easy.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah, it's a bridge. We just covered this.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
About to have a problem. Got us at range. Watch it. We're under fire. Got us from the
the last. Of the magic energy. That should be clear ahead.
All right. Oh, it's over here. It's foliage. That seems uncannily smooth. Very suspiciously. Oh. Hey.
Damn, another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Ooh. Man. Hey guys, I have one too. I feel like I should be able to just knock him over.
It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
I found a core. Like an apple.
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
What?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
I'm not gonna pretend to understand the inner workings of elves, but how is it supposed to help them dream? Like, you got me on that one. Finally.
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
Need to move.
Get clear. Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm so sleepy. At least I'm yawning.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back. Melara?
I'm on it.
Can't get along. And Rook takes that. Behind you. Watch it.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlington Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven Gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
They look like M button shops. Oh yeah, small amount of money. No, that's actually much better. No, it's relatively better. I was just assuming it was like somebody's pocket change. It's explosive because it's red.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
That's enough fun.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
us down. We're close. I can feel it.
I like the flourish on that.
Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
That sounds like foreshadowing. Oh, there's the pocket change I was looking for. Just going around grabbing everybody's lunch money. Excuse me.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, Nodus Terthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
Can that guy die like that? I mean, he's like basically a ghost already. Couldn't he just like fly back up? Or
Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
it's a Tarj. This is a shield. Yeah, it's fine. Wrong game. Now I need to go back here, grab the health potion, so. Okay. Cool. So that's exactly what I wanted.
be another one of those power crystals around here somewhere.
Okay, so now I got full health and some health potions. Let's try and figure out this puzzle. Okay, so I need a power crystal there. Let me go from there. Yep, okay.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Wall. Doesn't really make sense though, because like there's 3 parts of the wall. There's the one with the whole like blight boil right here. There's the decrepit falling apart one, and then there's the one that looks like it's freshly made. Why would that be the one that's bad? That makes sense. Anyway. Touch. You know, I didn't even see the second one over here. Touch. Okay. Touch over here, and then we get the door open.
We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Thalin. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit.
You'll see.
Ooh, that looks cool. And it's better. But more importantly, it looks cool. Let's say Kapesh. Or Kopesh? I think it sounds pronounced Kopesh. Oh. I'm probably wrong, but I'll look that up later. That's fast. I like.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Yeah, I mean...
Nothing's ever easy, is it? So what makes this tricky?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing.
Oh, you're big.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days.
Oh, no, no, you take it in stride pretty well.
Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you...
Where'd the spirit go? The Nadas Dithalan, I mean.
It went back into the crystal, but the crystal's broken. Until I fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff.
Worse hobbies to have.
Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn.
I need to write a paper.
Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Yeah, okay. Not doing anything else. Oh, see. Hold up. Dibs. Such. There you go. Something nice for you. Yeah, there you go. I was trapped in here. Alright.
Ready to go?
Right.
Do it to it.
Let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Dirthalan.
Wait, you found the Nodus Dirthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Yeah, I mean, right now, getting people's safety is probably the higher priority.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. But that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these Darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet. So let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeter's crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeter's crossing. We could go check it out. The 3 of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeter's crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not reading all that.
If we are.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
Ooh, I can visit a merchant. Who is a merchant? Is it you? No, this looks like a camp there. They are. Hey-o, buy my crap.
Plenty of ways to spend your coin here. And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
You know what? I'll do my
Yeah,
best.
that's the plan.
If it gets...
No promises, though.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war, it never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again.
Rook, you ready to go?
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
Can you get coffee before I hear this again next time? Something.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Yeah, but you guys didn't need to hit, like, hitting the
Stay
dock to
sharp.
hear no to that. Like, if there's always shouting and yelling and people bartering stuff, you would have been able to hear that way before you got there.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No. To keep something in.
I mean, those are really the only two options, so yeah. Thankfully, because we're in a video game, they've done part of it bad.
Even worse than in the forest.
Keep...
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Everyone has to stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
I don't
Someone
believe you.
used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
That root's bleeding.
The town square!
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
What now?
This blight is weird.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on
I
here?
feel like Survivors is a
Find
bit
the Veil
optimistic.
Jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for Veil Jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Wants to give everybody a big prize with hugs and cookies. I mean, clearly.
Look, more people.
Must
Yeah,
round
this is
up
slowly starting to look like Resident
Must
Evil 4
get them
here.
inside.
We will be rewarded.
Now, what was I going for you? Yeah, the big loading screen. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of times when it goes into like tunnels like that, it's just a loading screen. They just don't want to show you the loading little bar.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow Veil Jumpers?
Was.
Melara!
Jahel! He's alive!
Melara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. And the villagers, they said they needed power. Melara, be careful.
Help me! Anyone!
Can I take the gold? Like, it's right here. They're not gonna use it.
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blights everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
I mean, that makes me red.
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
The people of Demeter's Crossing were depending on him. The least he can do is stay with them now.
A steep price to pay. And we're the ones to choose it?
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with a dead man.
No.
Well, that, I mean, like, that would just be the situation that he'd be in if we didn't show up anyway, so...
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
everybody's dead. We tried.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead.
In a manner of speaking,
I'm
yes.
sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elganon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both
I'm sure
pleasure
he
and
wrote some of it.
necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
And I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What can you tell us about all this?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the Lighthouse?
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas,